this video starts, I want to thank all of my channel members who are seeing this early, for supporting my content. With that, please sit back, relax and enjoy. Hello, I understand that I look a bit worse for wear. That is because I just got off work about half an hour ago. I work until 2 AM. Because my job, I'm a bartender. That's not my official job title, but I'm basically a bartender. I serve drinks behind a bar, but my official title is bar associate. But I'm a bartender, and the place that I work at is a wonderful place called Wetherspoons, and it closes at 1 AM. But of course you have to do the, the closing down stuff, and that took about an hour. Not too bad to be honest, but it was my first ever closing down shift, and I'm only there 2 weeks. Very new, but it was hard, and the one thing I was dreading was walking home. I live about 2 miles-ish, 1.5, 2 miles away from the place, which is about a 30-minute walk. It's quite a far distance, and I had to walk back at 2 in the morning, in the pitch black, basically, and all alone. Everyone that was working with me doesn't live in the direction that I live in, so they all walked together in one direction. I walked the other way, which is very unfortunate for me. It was very scary, but I'm just going to talk about why I hate walking home at 2 in the morning. So on this particular day, I hated walking home because it was cold and windy, and when it's cold and windy, I can't see because my hair flaps everywhere. So I had to put my hood up, which restricts my vision even more. I also look like a threat, and I don't like that because I wear a black coat. And I didn't want to seem like a threat to not disturb anyone around me, because I did walk past 2 people. I do think they were drunk though, so I think I was fine. I was very scared walking home. I know I probably should have gotten like a taxi or something, so I didn't have to be scared, but I'm stingy and I would rather be scared than spend money, because taxis suck, I hate them. But I walked home, and during my walk home I was repeatedly driven past 3 cars. 3 cars kept going past me very slowly. I don't know if they were all together, but they all kept passing me very slowly. I didn't look in their cars, I didn't really turn my head to see, but they had black windows, and they were very nice cars. They were like Audi, BMW, stuff like that. But that's the cars that were driving past me over and over, like about 5 times during the mile, 2 mile walk. And I was tempted to run. I was very tempted to run, like full sprint home, because my adrenaline was going. I was terrified, but I thought, like, I'm not like a gang member. I'm not a threat. I don't do anything like that. That would make me a target. I don't do anything that would make me a target. So I just kept walking. I even got so scared that I took out the one headphone that I had on. Like, I was playing very, very quiet music. So I went from like very, very quiet music to no music so I could completely hear everything around me. So I just kept walking and kept walking and kept walking, and they just kept driving past me, just scaring the blood dead out of me. Like, it was so terrifying. But I kept walking. I went into a chippy, well, like a pizza shop, I don't know what it's called, a very late night takeaway place, and I went in there for a little while. Like, I just waited in there, like, I ordered a drink, and like, just kept waiting. I just waited a little bit, like 10 minutes inside there, and then I kept walking back home. It was still very scary, very dark. I did try to ring my girlfriend to like call them while I was walking, but I didn't pick up. They were awake, but they didn't like get a notification or anything, so I don't know why they didn't pick up. It wasn't their fault, by the way. It was not their fault. It was me. I didn't call them enough. But when I did eventually get home, I took my shoes off and I sat down on the sofa, just relieved. I let my adrenaline die out. It was very scary. Luckily, I'm not working too late tomorrow. Well, today technically. I'm in until 11 PM, which isn't that bad actually. It's like, there's people still around, there's people still walking around. Granted, they're all like drunk and like doing a pub crawl, but there's people around. It's not like no one, not a single person around, because when you're the only one in the street, that is the scariest. But when I got home, I just sat down, let my adrenaline die out. I got a drink, a glass of water, and I chilled. I was so relieved to be home. That was like the longest shift behind a bar I've ever done. It was like 8 hours long. Oh my god. I know that's like a regular shift, but I've been unemployed most of my life, and I've never really done long shifts, so for a first long shift, it was so much. Oh my god. I am so tired, but I'm going back in tomorrow, and I'm gonna get paid money. I like getting paid money. That's the reason I do it. The money's nice. I also have some friends there. I've got one friend who has blue hair. She's really nice. I've got one friend who is also really nice. I've got a friend, and he's really nice. All my friends are really nice. Everyone I work with is lovely. I'm not gonna pay their names out though. I don't really wanna do that, you know. But the one who has blue hair is like the kindest person ever. She is awesome. But while I was working there, let me talk about a little bit about when I was working there. So I had this two people. It was like a man and a woman. I don't know if they were a couple, but there was a man and a woman. They asked me for like 5 drinks and like 2 shots. I made the drinks are fine. But they asked me for like a double shot. It was like a really weird one. It's like pink and white. But like it's 2 separate alcohols. So I spent like 10 minutes trying to figure out where like the sheet was, because we have like a sheet where we can see how to make all the shots and the cocktails and everything. It went silent for like a quick second because I hit the microphone by accident. But basically, like, I spent 10 minutes trying to find that, and it was very difficult. I apologised so much, but I did eventually get them their drinks and their shots, and they were actually really nice. But it was very embarrassing. Everyone there is like really kind, and I've only met one bad person, but the first bad person I met asked them, can you please slow down, I'm new. And then they went, oh yeah, can I get this, and just kept going over and over. And it was like really annoying. I obviously had to keep professional and say, like, sir, can you please like slow down, I'm new. So they kept talking and I didn't know where things were. So I called over the manager on the bar for that day and they helped me. And then they helped me make all the stuff. And they were like, why is this person on the tills if they don't know where things are? And then they said to me, well, the manager said to them, oh, they're being trained and stuff, like, just taking my side saying that they're getting trained, you can't really do much about it. And they were like, oh yeah, but it's busy, like, it doesn't matter, they were just taking my side and it's really nice. So, I get them their drinks, and then, a little bit later, I am carrying up a tray of drinks up to some other people that are conveniently very next to them. And while I was walking past, a lady lifted her arm up and knocked my drinks off, which fell onto the mean people. And I apologised, of course. I said, I'm sorry, are you okay? The people that knocked my drinks out of their hand said, yes, we're fine. The people that were mean to me, that I dropped the drinks on, said, no, I'm not fine. I'm covered in, I forgot what it was now. But they were not very unhappy. But my saviour